And as you can see by the title, today we'll be counting down the top 5 fights in Naruto. Naruto has some of the best fights in anime, whether it is simple hand-to-hand combat or some OP jutsus coming from magical eyeballs. The fights are written very well and choreographed really well. So let's look at 5 best fights in Naruto series. And no, not Boruto. Let's pretend the Boruto anime doesn't exist. The manga of Boruto is dope though. So no Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki. That is technically a Boruto fight. And no movies too. Let's not kid ourselves. The movies are really bad. Fights like Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance doesn't count because that's more of a one-sided annihilation than a fight. Without wasting any further time, let's get into it.
Number 5.
Naruto vs Pain. The animation for this fight was, let's just say, fluid. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch that face of Pain before I go to sleep every night, but the fight was really good. Pain's ideology of how he wanted to stop the war by collecting all the bijus and creating this one dominant nation so that the other nations wouldn't go to war was really fascinating. His speeches about hatred, his speeches about the world being an unfair place, and him being a guy who had experienced it all really made him feel real as a villain. At this point in the story, he was the antithesis of what Naruto was as a character. I can go on and on about Pain and his ideology and how good of a villain he was for hours and hours, but this is not the time for that. He deserves a video of his own, which I will be doing on him. Fight was portrayed in such a way that it wasn't just the Akatsuki chasing after the bijus and chasing after Naruto and the nine-tailed fox that was inside of him, but it was more of a personal battle for Naruto because Pain had just killed his former master and Naruto's current master Jiraiya. If that wasn't enough, he just destroyed the entire Leaf village, killing 90% of the people there. He killed Kakashi too, don't forget that. Pain killed Naruto's mentor, he killed Naruto's teacher, he destroyed his village, and when Hinata came and tried to help Naruto, he almost killed Hinata too. No wonder Naruto went berserk after that. This fight was just purely Pain trying to entice Naruto and trying to get him to embrace the inner hate he had inside of him. A classic protagonist versus antagonist fight, if I may say so.
Number 4.
Sasuke versus Itachi. Sasuke versus Itachi is in here because of the build-up and the aftermath of the fight. Don't get me wrong, the fight itself is awesome. Sasuke using Kirin, we saw Susanoo for the first time in this fight, and Itachi dying with a smile on his face was amazing, but the build-up to the fight was something else. This was supposed to be Sasuke's pinnacle. This is what he had aimed for since the beginning of the series, only for the truth to come out. The aftermath of the battle is what makes the fight itself. The Itachi twist is one of those that manages to somehow blow your mind even if you're watching the series for a third or a fourth time. It is that good. This fight shapes Sasuke's character from that point and makes him a complete madman whose decisions are just baffling to say the least. This fight was built up for hundreds of chapters and episodes and it delivered. Oh, it fucking delivered. This is how you build up a moment or a fight, Kishimoto, not what you did in that war arc with Kaguya. I mean, let's not talk about the war arc. I might just go on a rant right here, right now.
What the fuck was that?
Anyway, moving on.
Number 3.
Kakashi versus Obito. There is nothing like two former friends fighting because of the difference in their ideology. This fight is the peak of Naruto's hand-to-hand fights. Kakashi and Obito just battling with each other like they used to in their childhood. In the anime, they had some amazing scenes where they put the children version of them fighting, transitioning into the current fight. There was a huge war going on, but at that moment, what mattered was the two people fighting and what they experienced in the past to bring them to this point. Kakashi's struggle of being Obito's friend as well as Naruto's teacher and him trying to balance that out was really amazing to see. Obito Uchiha, a guy who lost everything, a guy who just thought the world was full of pain and suffering, was fighting for what he believed in. Also, we don't give the Naruto anime much credit, but the art and animation on this one was just gorgeous.
Number 2.
Gaara versus Rockle. I mean, do I even have to say anything for this fight? Gaara versus Rockle for me is the best fight in the best arc of Naruto. The Chunin exams as an arc was such a banger, and Gaara vs Rockle is one of the reasons why. This was the fight. This was the tale of the ultimate underdog. Rockle, a guy who has no talent for ninjutsu or genjutsu, has focused all his attention on taijutsu, hand-to-hand ninja combat. This guy is the epitome of hard work. He has worked so hard to perfect his taijutsu. He fights Gaara, a guy who has all the natural ability required to become a ninja. You know, the guy who has the one tail untailed Tanuki spirit inside of him? Yeah, that guy. What's so appealing about this fight is that it makes you root for the underdog. It makes you root for Rockle when he takes off his weight, when he activates his gates. It makes you think that hard work actually can defeat natural talent. That maybe if you just work hard enough, you can beat guys who are naturally talented or gifted. Maybe, just maybe by working hard, you can overcome all your deficiency and become a great person or a great ninja in Rockle's case. Only for the harsh reality of life to punch you in the face and make you realize that sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you work, there are always gonna be people who are better than you. Seeing Lee desperately struggle to fight against that, it's what's so heartwarming and wholesome about this fight. I mean, till this day I'm so salty that Rockle didn't win that fight. Come on, man. After how badly he was shafted in Shippuden and all, he deserved to at least win that fight. And finally,
Number 1.
Naruto versus Sasuke. Of course, what else could it be? It is Naruto versus Sasuke, the best fight in Naruto. Remember the fight at the top of the hospital between Naruto and Sasuke? That fight was so amazing. That is the best fight in Naruto. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's the Naruto vs Sasuke fight at the Valley of the End. Okay, before I praise this fight to the high heavens and say how good it was, how magnificent it was, how life-changing for me it was, I just wanna ask one simple question. Why the fuck didn't Naruto summon Gamabunta? He did say he wanted to take Sasuke back, whether it meant breaking the bones in his body or dragging him half dead, didn't he? So why didn't he just use the most powerful jutsu in his repertoire? Naruto, you fucking idiot. With that out of the way, the fight itself was really good. I mean, really good. It was a culmination of everything that happened in part 1 of Naruto. Sasuke's jealousy towards Naruto was slowly building throughout the series as Naruto went from a failure in the academy to a ninja who was outshining him in almost every possible way. Also, Sasuke's thirst for revenge with Itachi didn't help much. He was forced to make a very difficult choice. Either be with his friends and give up on defeating Itachi, or go to Orochimaru to gain the power to defeat his brother. And guess what did he choose? He chose the latter one, to which Naruto didn't take very kindly, and we got this. This fight was so back and forth. First, Sasuke was beating Naruto, then Naruto got the power of the nine-tailed fox when Sasuke tried to hit him with the point-blank Chidori. He basically tried to kill Naruto. Then Naruto got the power of the nine-tailed fox and he was beating the crap out of Sasuke for a while there. Sasuke couldn't follow his movement at all until his Sharingan finally evolved, and we know the rest. There was this huge Chidori and Rasengan clash. There was a big mass that engulfed both Sasuke and Naruto. And finally, when we cut back to Sasuke and Naruto was lying down on the ground as Sasuke emerged the victorious of the two. Even here, we could see how Itachi influenced Sasuke's decision to let Naruto live. Because if we recall earlier, Itachi had told Sasuke to kill his best friends to achieve the Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke no longer wanted to live his life as Itachi told him to, so he let Naruto live and ran towards Orochimaru. This was a big moment for Naruto as well. He was desperately trying to save Sasuke, whom he considered his lover, brother, and he ultimately failed at it. Although the choice to not summon Gamabunta was his, so you deserve to fail, Naruto. This fight set the basis of what was to come. The Akatsuki chasing Naruto and Naruto going to train for 3 years, Sasuke training with Orochimaru, and finally the battle with Itachi. This was the end of part 1 of Naruto as we moved forward to Shippuden, and this was the perfect start for Naruto Shippuden. That's why this deserves to be the #1 fight in Naruto, at least according to me. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. Tell me what did you think about the video in the comment section below, and tell me what is your 5 favorite fights in Naruto. If you like the video, please subscribe, click on the bell icon for notifications because I'll be doing much more Naruto content. This is Weepster Ratings. Until next time.